Hello everyone, how's it going? So today I'm here to film a tutorial on the song The Lord is My Shepherd by Cissy Houston. The song is in a key of E flat and it modulates up to F. I'm going to go ahead before I start and show you the numbers in both keys because I like to call it numbers, but I also spell out the chords as well. But I was going to call it the numbers for those who don't know. It's just E flat, that's 1, F is 2, G is 3, A flat is 4, B flat is 5, C is 6, this D is 7, and back to the 1, E flat. In the key of F, this is your 1, F is 1, G is 2, A is 3, B flat is 4, C is 5, D is 6, 7 is E. We're back to the 1. Alright, let's get started with the intro. And that's the intro right there. So, we're starting off, we're just walking up to the 5, from 2 to the 5. So, we have our 2 on the left, our F. Got F on the left, and then we have an A flat chord. C, E flat, A flat. So, then we have a 3 on the left, G, and an E flat chord. B flat, E flat, G. Now we have this F minor chord with the 4 or A flat on the left. So on the right we have an A flat, C, F. Now we have this resolve here. It's an E flat chord, G, B flat, E flat, and a B flat on the left. We have a diminished chord. I believe it's an F diminished chord. I usually hold the F in the left, or sometimes I may do an A on the left. We'll do an F on the left, either option. Then we have on the right we have F, A, C, E flat. Then we go to B flat chord, B flat on the left, and we have a F, B flat, D. Now I have an E flat chord on the right and a 6 or C on the left. We have another B flat chord, and then we have a 7 or a D on the left. Then we have an E flat chord to finish it out. Then we have a small little lick that happens. It goes to make it sound real traditional, old school. It's just we're holding down on the 1. It's just A flat, E, E flat minor, F sharp, B flat, E flat. Then we just slide your thumb to make it an E flat chord. You can also do it here too. Alright, let's do the full intro again, and we'll move on to the first verse. And then right before we get to the verse, we have that traditional gospel walk up that happens in the middle of the song. It goes. It happens real fast in the intro. So first it starts off with a 3 on the left, E flat chord on the right. Then we have this A flat chord on the right with an A flat on the left. Now we have an E flat chord on the right and a B flat chord on the left. A B flat on the left. We have a 6 or a C on the left, and an A, D, F sharp on the right. We have D or 7 on the left, and a D flat chord on the right. A flat, D flat, F. Right? Let's do full intro one more time. Right? So right after that, we go into the first verse. So the Lord is my shepherd. So E flat chord, right? The Lord is my shepherd. The Lord, E flat chord all the way. And then we're going to do that diminished chord, that F diminished chord we saw earlier, remember? So F on the left, then an F, A, C, E flat. So the Lord is my shepherd. So that's B flat chord. We have a B flat on the left. We have a B flat, D, F. I shall not want. So shepherd. So we're just gonna move from the B flat to E flat chord, and move from the 5 to the 6. So we'll end up with a C or 6 on the left and a E flat chord on the right. But we hold the E flat chord, we move to the 7, and then we do the F minor chord. Remember A flat, C, F, and we go to the 1. So the whole phrase is the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Right? So shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me. That's just an F major chord, F on the left, F, A, C, F. He maketh me to lie down, and we just invert on lie down. In green pastures, that's just an B flat chord, B flat on the left, and we do it in a version of D, F, and B flat. And I just throw in that C to give it melody. Right? And then that's just a walk up. We hit that diminish, so and then we're just gonna walk up from this 5 to the E flat or to the 1. So it's just gonna be B flat, right? This time we'll hit a 6 or a C, and we have an A flat chord. A, C, E flat, A flat. Then we have a 7 with the B flat on the right. So B flat, D, F, B flat. Then it goes back to the 1, the E flat. And that leads us to He leadeth me. And then it just repeats. Beside the still waters. Again, we saw this before. But the only difference is now at this point, we're going to hit this E diminished chord. So that's just an E on the left. We have a B flat, E, G, and a B flat. So He leadeth me beside the still waters. So we did a similar walk up from the 2 to the 5 like we did in the intro. So that's just 2, 3, 4, 5. to do He Restored My Soul, I believe, is the next lyric. He restored my soul. He restored my soul. So He restored my soul. We're just doing E flat right here. And then we're going to go down on the left, but go up on the right, which means we're going to slip down to this A flat. And in the right hand, we're going to hold down a B flat chord. So He restored my soul. He restored my soul. He restored my soul. And then we just go to a 3 in the left and an E flat on the right. And then we just hop into this diminished chord, this E diminished chord. Remember we saw this a few minutes ago? B flat, E, G, B flat. And then from there we'll go back to this F minor, A flat major shape, which is just your 2 or your F in the left, and you have an A flat chord on the right. C, E flat, A flat. He restored my soul. Then we walk back up to this 5. Right? Again, we saw this earlier. It just repeats itself. And then we just walk back up to the 1. Like we saw earlier again. And now we're at the part where all the instruments are coming in. The piano, the bass, the drums are coming in now. And so in order to transition, what I do is I just do a passing chord on the 5. So after just do a 3, 4, 5, and then you hit your 4 chord, this A flat chord. Right? And now we go into the next verse, which is, I believe, He leadeth me beside the still waters, and that's just all the same. I'll play through it real quick. There's one slight difference, and I'll show it to you. So. And that's just the difference. In the middle of, I think, it's for His namesake. We're going to hit this 6, which is a C on the left. And it's really a C minor chord, but I like to hit B flat, C, E flat, G. Right? So. Waters. Namesake. Then it just repeats itself. For a walk through the valley of shadow of death, fear no evil, for Thou art with me. Thy rod and Thy staff, they will comfort me. It's just repetitive. And so now we go on to the next part of the song where the tenors will come in. They'll sing, He prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies. And that is where the key change happens. It modulates to F. And so how I like to do the modulation is I'll just do that passing chord on the 5, but I'll do it in the key of F. I'll show you. So we're coming out of the verse. Right? So right after that verse, I just disrupt it by... I just do a disruption by going into the key of F by walking up on the 3, 4, 5 in the key of F, with just the A, B flat, C. holding this 4 chord or B flat chord, which is a B flat, C, D flat, F. D, F. Then move up to the 6, the D. Then I go to 7, which is C major chord, C, E, G. Now we're back to the 1, and now we're in a new verse, the F major chord. So he prepared the table before me. That's just B flat on the left and a C major chord on the right. So C, E, G, C, B flat. So he prepared the table before me in the presence of. That's just an F major chord on the right hand, and then you have your 3 or A in the left. So in the presence of my enemies. And that right there, we have a diminished chord, F sharp diminished chord, which is an F sharp in the left. Then you have this F sharp, A, C, E flat. Then you have this 2 in the left hand, and then you have this B flat chord, F, B flat, D. So then you have this B minor chord. So B flat on the left, F, B flat, D flat on the right. Then it resolves to this F chord with a C or a 5 in the left. Right? So. Stay on the 5 on the left. And then you'll have the C chord on the right, which is an E, C. E, G, C. Then walk up, you have a 6 on the left and a B flat on the right. Now I walk up again, you have a 7 on the left and an E chord and a C chord on the right. Now you have walk up one more time, you're back to your resolve, and you have an F major chord on the right. And I hear this bounce in the song. It's just I'm just gonna do it as a G minor, and F is rocking back and forth from the G to the F, G minor to F. So that's just again G, B flat, D to the F. Then we do this passing chord to help us get to the next part of the song, next verse. That's just, again, we saw this earlier, 3, 4, 5, B flat. And really the song just repeats itself from here again, but I'll play it through real quick again, and then I'll show you the change at the end. So shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever, forever and ever. So that's the part where it changes on the last part. They do, I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Let's see here. So, I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. I just do a walk down. You can do just 2, 1, 3, 4. So forever and ever, forever and ever, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Sometimes tempo walk down to help you get back to the 4 for the forever and ever part. Then it goes Amen, Amen, Amen. Now that time I'm just going to a 3, 2, 3, 4. Right? Just to fill up the space. And then to end the song, it's just the walk-up that we did earlier. Again, we've already seen this before, so it's just 5, 6, B flat, 7, C, F, 1. And then the organ will do this little thing on the fade out. It's just what we done what we saw earlier. You know, that F sharp diminished, that B flat minor, and the F that we saw earlier. And there you are. Now this version is different from the one I posted a few years ago. So I have released an updated version, an updated cover of this song. It's on my channel. So check that out. I'll be sure to link that video in the comment section and in the description below. So you can check it out and also have a supplement to this tutorial. So thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope you learned something new. I hope you can play the song well. And take care. Thank you.